Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. This is today's video. So I've actually never had this beer before, and they brew it pretty regularly, so I'm really excited to try kind of like a regular beer from them. It's The Butcher, double IPA. It's Mosaic, Galaxy, and Nelson, 8.5% ABV, and just about a month old at time of review. Let's get into it. Proper glassware, so you know it's going to taste better. I forget who used to say that, or still does. Ooh, dirty glass. Ugh. All right. Good amount of yellow in there, a little bit of orange, but it's a very yellowy, hazy beer. Not quite approaching like butternut squash soup. Well, it's maybe approaching, but it's still pretty far away with an oddly specific note. Not a lot of head. Maybe I didn't pour that aggressively. It's off-white, maybe a little bit of like bone white. Tiny bubbles, a little bit of sudsy, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful looking beer. Let's get into the aroma. That's a good mix of some fruity notes and just this like cool, grassy. Yeah, a little slightly herbaceous, but mostly grassy. Unripened pineapple, you get a nice like orange, some juice, a little bit of zest, maybe even like a quick squeeze of a grapefruit. So a little citrusy, couple of ways. There's something familiar that I'm having a hard time pulling. Man, I tell you what though, that I'm gonna keep unripened pineapple, but there's pineapple I've had another way. And I'm getting like a little bit of that. It's not the other thing that's like familiar that I can't pull, but there's like this. It's Yeah, wow. It's unmistakably pineapple. I get this not super sweet version of it, but then a more sweet version. It's not quite dried. It's not quite like artificial pineapple flavor or aroma. Ooh, peach, relatively ripe. I was not anticipating peach with the hops in this. That's kind of interesting. Threw me off a little bit. It's about the taste. Cheers. I mean, right away, and I think I say this in most like Fidens IPA, double IPA reviews, it's got that mouthfeel you want. When you pour a beer like this and it looks like that, you want that mouthfeel that your brain's expecting. Delivers. But that bitterness too, I really like, because it's got the juicy thing, it's got that grassy thing, but man, it's got enough bitterness. It still hits me like beer. It gives me that, cuts through some of the sweetness that you get, up front. It just gives me what I want out of an IPA. I really like it. So yeah, great level of bitterness. All right, so that pineapple. Got it. So yeah, not super, super, super juicy pineapple. And you know what? I've been getting so little pineapple out of Galaxy last, maybe 2 years I've been complaining about it, seems like. And that's across the board. That's not specific to Fidens. I've gone, actually, now I think about it, at least one other one from Fidens that was kicking out some actual pineapple. So any pineapple that people can squeeze out of Galaxy, I'm happy. So you get not overly ripe, not even particularly ripe pineapple, but that other pineapple thing, it's like West Coast hops that are like, oh, that's kind of pineapple-y. It's that kind of pineapple. That's why I was having a hard time. It wasn't a culinary pineapple thing. It was a beer pineapple thing. And you get that in the taste as well. Like the aroma of this, I don't want to say citrus melody, but like, or medley. But I knew I didn't use the right word. Although melody could maybe work. I don't know. Anyway, this isn't an English review. But there's a little bit of grapefruit with that orange. I don't get like lime or lemon necessarily. But man, again, that bitterness into this kind of grassy, slightly herbaceous, but it's not the majority of the experience either. So like it doesn't taste like you're eating grass. Like it's not like that. But like in terms of that, IPA into the bitterness, into like OG IPA thing. It's not super dank to me. I don't get pineapple, or I'm sorry, pine. I do get pineapple, as I've talked too much about. But yeah, it's just like a little grassy, a slight herbaceous, not floral. That peach thing, I was gonna go nectarine too, but no, it's peachy for me. It's nice beer. I mean, I think I'm kind of got to that point that it's hitting the notes I want it to, which is awesome. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had any of their other beers? I don't know. I'm trying to think of the stuff that will engage you in the comment section. You post a comment. I've heard it's got to be 3 words or more. It helps the algorithm. So just figure out something to put in the comment section below. I hate your guts. 4 words works perfectly. This was a bad review. 5 words works perfectly. Anyway, once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.